All right, y'all. Hey, it's me, David Griffin. I'm out here. I decided after I shot some headshots. Just that. There. Good. Stay right there. Hold on. Just follow me with your eyes. Don't turn your head. Well, just do.
Yeah. To a screen near you. Watch out, Tyler Perry. That's all I'm saying.
Cheers. Looks good. Bring my baby girl out with me and get some pre-production talk going on. What? First of all, my writing. You got to take care of the writing. If you don't have a story, you don't have nothing to say. If you ain't got nothing to say, you ain't telling a story. If you ain't telling a story, why you got a camera in your hand? See? Take care of the writing. Your storyline is key. I can't tell you how to write a story, but what I can tell you is that your story has got to be good to give you something to film good. See how that works? Take care of the story. The story will take care of what you film. See? What you're gonna find if you take care of your story is your story's gonna dictate your location, where you're gonna film it. You see, once you know where you're gonna film it and you deal with the location, then you can look at all the challenges that the location presents. For example, if I was gonna shoot a short film right here, I got a lot of challenges I have to overcome. Sound is one of them. You can't control what sounds you got. You got a lot of wind. So let's say you're gonna use a shotgun mic. So you have a blimp. You better have a blimp to make sure the shotgun mic can deal with the loud noises of the wind, you see? Then if you're gonna use a shotgun mic, you probably wanna use a boom operator if you wanna use wide angle shots. Then you got a lot of kids that come to the park, you see? So there are challenges you have to deal with. The biggest challenge, lighting. You gotta make sure the dynamic range of the scene of any shot you do is within the range of what the camera can take, you see? Pre-production solves this. The next phase, for me, it's a two-way phase. Some people would like to break these up, but I kind of put them in one. Lighting, sound. Why lighting and sound? Why did I just pack lighting right along with sound? Because in my opinion, technically I ought to be saying sound, then lighting. You see, sound is my weak area because I'm not good at it, but I'm getting a lot better every chance. Every film, every vlog, every test, I'm getting better at sound. Sound, you can get away with excellent sound on a horrible, lesser visual quality video. You see that? If my sound is good and you can understand everything clearly, perfectly, everything harmonizes just right, you're more likely to stay and watch. See? Get this thought in your head. If my sound is good, my picture can be lesser quality. I'm not saying give bad quality pictures, but if your sound is good, you can get away with a lot more. Also, your lighting. I mean, what's the difference of having an Arri Alexa if you light everything and have everything lit horribly? You're gonna get like you garbage in, garbage out. You gotta take care of that. So the best way to do it, see your location, if at all possible, multiple times before actual shoot day. Film in it, take some test footage. Go home, play with that test footage with at least a few days, a few weeks even, before shoot day. So you have everything perfect and set and ready. So film day, you know what you're doing, you're not experimenting. Now, do things happen that disrupt the sound and video pre-production phase? Yeah, all the time. You could have trucks pull in. Certain areas could be closed off and it changes your lighting because now you're shooting in a different location. So things like that. But it's better to be prepared with little prep than no prep. I guarantee you, somebody that spent maybe one day in pre-production on each one of these phases, and I'm only giving you 3, so you know I'm barely scraping the surface. If you spend a person that spends 3 days, with each day dedicated to one of these items, I guarantee you they're gonna have a better production than the average person who just comes in the same day. I guarantee you, if they take into account their equipment, what they have, what resources, and take their time, because they checked out the lighting, they checked out the sound, they checked in their story, they made sure their actors were right. Then you're looking at pretty much not as much work on your production. Now, did we talk about VFX pre-production? No, we didn't. Did we talk about stunt pre-production? No, we didn't. Did we talk about motion, things like that? How you're gonna shoot moving sections of your shots? No, we didn't. But if you deal with the lighting, if you deal with the sound, if you deal with the story, if you deal with the actors, that's most of the fundamentals down. Not all, definitely not all. It's a huge list. I can't even count that list, but it's huge. So for example, we're out here at the park. My son, he's doing his own version of pre-production, doing running. You know, that's getting him ready for the race. So when race day comes, he beat everybody. Me, myself, what I'm doing, this is my lav mic rigging kit. See that? Lav mic rigging. Why is this important to me? This one box contains so much just to take care of my lav mic work. Very important because I'm gonna be using a lot of lav micing and shotgun micing, and I'm gonna be going back and forth between the two. I'm gonna be doing some stereo audio recording, all types of things, room tone, all types of things. This is where in pre-production it comes in handy. For example, Matthews has what's called hard reflectors, right? They're like $300 some. That's outside of my budget right now. It just is. I don't have $1 million. $358 for a reflector that's solid, hard. What if you could make those for about maybe 3 for $50 or $60? See, would that be interesting to you? Maybe. What if you found out those reflectors are better when wind is blowing, so you don't have a wobbly reflector making the light beam up and down the face and across and side to side, looking very unprofessional? What if you could solve that by just spending the time to build it or solve most of it? You see, would it be worth it? You won't know this unless you understand pre-production a bit, where you can say and figure out what needs you have. For example, I'm out at this park. If I were to film here using the sun, well, right now we got wind going from the trees. We got to overcome that. What do? Well, pre-production tells you need a reflector. You need it really still, really solid, really hard. A hard reflector, you see? That floppy $16 reflector from Newer, that 5-in-1 that you got, it probably won't stand up to a lot of wind and be solid. Pre-production light, you see? Pre-production sound. You have time to figure out what type of audio would be best for your location. What if you want to remove the background sound? What type of audio tools do you need? What if you want to allow it and bring some in? What if you want to do both? Allow some external sounds separately while your voice is talking clearly. What do? Pre-production. What if your actors just don't work right in certain conditions? Pre-production, y'all. See, I test lights into pre-production, indoors, outdoors. I test everything. So when it's time to go, I have some form of solution and I'm close. Then when I find out my location, then I know what I'm doing and where I'm doing it. But it all starts with the writing. You see, that's step one. All right, y'all, there it is. I've given you my top 3 things and why and what it's all about. Pre-production, y'all. Everybody who's out there on YouTube, if you're building short films or you got plans and you want to be good at it and you want to do it good, don't sacrifice pre-production. That means don't just get up and say, I'm gonna film it, I'm gonna do it. Take the time to do it right. Get your best out of everything, your gear, your opportunity, and your situations. Yeah, we in Corona, but you can still win. Pre-production, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm David Griffin. I'm out. Thanks.